Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. If you are watching in real time, Happy New Year to all of you. Today we're going to talk about a very timely topic, and that is how to create a power word that you can use throughout the year to transform your freelance year. Now, of course, ideally, you would do this now towards the beginning of the calendar year. However, if you're not watching this in real time and this video found you later, then it is perfectly okay to create the word at that point and use it for the rest of the year. So let's get started. As freelancers, we are constantly juggling projects, clients, and the endless pursuit of what's next on the to-do list. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of our bigger goals and the kind of business, and obviously life, that we want to build. So this is why I am adopting a strategy for this year that I have heard from others who have done it has had a profound impact on their focus and their clarity. And that is choosing a power word or short phrase for the year. Now, this isn't just a trend. This is a deliberate guiding principle that should help you to align your actions with your deepest freelance desires. Think of it as a personal mantra, basically a constant whisper reminding you of your overarching business intentions. In some ways, your word becomes your North Star in that it helps you navigate decisions, overcome challenges, and also celebrate progress throughout the freelance journey this year. Now, you may say that it seems like creating a power word isn't really that significant, but I'm going to disagree and say that there are actually many benefits to creating a power word. First, it should give us laser sharp focus. In a world of endless distractions and new opportunities, your word acts as a filter. Does this new project, new client, or marketing strategy align with your word? If not, it's easier to say no or to reevaluate. Second, it will help with intentional growth because instead of passively letting this year happen to you, you're actively shaping it. Your word is going to encourage you to seek out experiences, learning, and connections that support your chosen intention. Third, it can provide resilience in the face of setbacks. Freelancing inevitably brings challenges, as all work does. Your power word can be a powerful anchor, reminding you of your business's core purpose and helping you to pivot with intention rather than panic. It can also help with clarity in decision making, whether it's pricing your services or choosing a niche. Your word provides a quick gut check. It simplifies complex choices by asking, does this move me closer to your intention? Last, it's a manifestation amplifier. By consistently focusing your energy and your actions around a single concept, you're going to create a powerful, energetic current that will help bring your intentions to life. So it's about shifting your mindset in embracing the identity that embodies your word. Sounds great, doesn't it? So, how do we choose this word? So many effective business coaches often emphasize the emotional and energetic aspects of a freelance business. So applying this lens to your power word means that you need to dig deeper than a superficial goal. So it's not just about more money. It's about the feeling and identity that more money brings. So choose your word by thinking about what you really want to shift and change, and try to find a word or a short phrase that embodies that. Now, if you're stuck, I do have some more detailed advice to help you identify your power word. First, you want to reflect and dream big. So think about what you truly desire for your freelance business and your personal life this year, because we all know that our personal life is intertwined with our freelance business. Think about what you want to feel. What kind of freelancer do you want to become? So again, if your goal is I want to get more clients, try to think beyond that. Try to think, I want to feel abundant in my business, attracting ideal clients who value my expertise and allow me to work fewer hours for more income. Second, think about your core theme. Look for the underlying thread in your desires. Is it about expanding your freelance business? Is it about deepening your freelance connections? Is it about finding peace within the work that you do? Or is it about reclaiming your time? That should also help you to identify the appropriate word. Next, brainstorm keywords. Jot down any words or short phrases that resonate with you and your core theme. And don't censor yourself. And of course, feel free to ask one of the very helpful AI tools that you use, whether that be Gemini, ChatGPT, Copilot, Claude, you name it. Try them out. See what they say if you'd like. And then sit on your top selections for a little while and try to feel the energy of the words or phrases. Speak the words aloud. I know it sounds silly, but it really does work. Which one gives you a jolt of excitement? Which one feels like a deep yes down from your gut? This is going to be your word. It should feel empowering and expansive. And then last, commit to the word and integrate it into your business. Once you've chosen the word or phrase, write it down everywhere. Put a sticky note on your monitor, make it your phone background, make it part of your password so that you have to think about it every day as you type in your password, or place it so you're going to see it every time you open your wallet. And of course, say it to yourself daily. The more you immerse yourself in its meaning, the more powerful this is going to become for you. Now, if you're still stuck and you're looking for some words that you could possibly adopt this year, I do have a short list of some examples of power words and phrases that freelancers commonly use, along with how they might translate into your business. So the first one is flow. The person who chooses this word is likely focusing on streamlining processes, automating tasks, and creating an effortless client experience. They're likely to want to prioritize projects that feel aligned and let go of those that create friction within their business. Another possibility is expansion. This could mean expanding your service offerings or taking on larger projects or growing your team or reaching a wider audience through a new marketing channel. If you choose this word, you're likely looking for opportunities to grow your impact and your income. The next example is alignment. The freelancer who chooses alignment would likely want to be scrutinizing every client, project, and business decision through the lens of their values this year. I'm thinking that this person is likely to say no to high-paying but misaligned work in order to make space for deeply fulfilling projects that reflect their true passion. Now, of course, that's not to say that if you choose this word, you won't get high-paying work. Hopefully, it will be aligned high-paying work that's in alignment with your goals. The next word is empower. Now, this word could inspire you as a freelancer to raise your rates, more confidently present your expertise, maybe even mentor other freelancers, or develop services that empower your clients to achieve their own goals. Obviously, empowerment is a very powerful word. And if you're ready to level up your business in that way, that may be the word for you this year. The next word is simplify. Now, a freelancer who chooses this word would likely want to reduce complexity within their business. They may declutter their tech stack, refine their service packages, delegate tasks, or maybe even just create clearer boundaries around work-life balance. And my last suggestion is intention. I feel like when you choose intention, then you are trying to ensure that every action that you take as a freelancer is deliberate. When you select intention, you plan your week with purpose, you choose your clients strategically, and you actively design your business to serve your ideal lifestyle. Now, maybe you're wondering what my word of the year is. Well, at this time of the recording, I have chosen abundance. Although I will admit I did contemplate a few, and a few of them were suggestions that I did give you, but I ended up selecting abundance, and it really feels right for me and my business and my goal for this year, because my goal for this year is to achieve more money for fewer hours. So I figured that my power word should focus on value rather than just effort. And I'm hoping to create an abundance of work, higher paying work, and then an abundance of time so that I can have a better work-life balance myself. And there's something else that goes along with this as far as my mindset and how this word will help me, hopefully, to shift my mindset. And that's recognizing that I can create enough abundance that I can shift from being an hourly worker to more of a high-value consultant. And that is really strategic and important to me this year. Now, some of the other words that I contemplated that I felt embodied the more money for less hours philosophy were leverage. I felt like This is the ultimate less is more word. It's about using systems, automation, or higher pricing to ensure that 1 hour of your work is going to yield more than 1 hour of results. However, after some reflection, I decided against leverage because I personally felt like leverage sometimes can have a negative connotation to it. And I felt like it really didn't encompass everything that I wanted for this year. The other word I contemplated was premium. And I almost chose this one because this word, in theory, should help to shift focus to high-end clients and high-value offers. It should remind you to stop trading time for dollars and start charging for the transformational results that you provide to your clients. Now, obviously, I inevitably decided against this one too after some reflection. It was a really good word, and maybe it will feel right to me in a future year, but I felt like it only partially expressed my goal. The other word that I contemplated was efficiency. And choosing this word, in my opinion, meant that I was going to be committed to cutting out the busy work and focusing on only high-income activities that actually move my needle. Now, again, while I considered this word, I only considered it briefly. Because while I, like all of us can, always work to improve our efficiency, I felt like overall I am already fairly efficient. Again, not perfect, but that isn't really my priority right now. So it didn't really seem like the best fit. As you know from earlier in this recording, I ended up with abundance because I felt like when it was used in the context of my business, this word would help me detach from the hustle mindset that I've been in for the past few years. I'm really hoping that it will be a reminder that I don't have to work more to earn more. I simply have to strive to continue to align with higher value opportunities that provide abundance in several ways. And as I briefly dipped into, I also felt like abundance would help me to change my self-concept about money. Because if my concept is I earn based on how hard I work, then I'm always going to be tied to my desk and always be working 12, 14-hour days. But I'm hoping that by choosing a word like abundance, I am signaling to myself and letting myself know that my income does not have to be tied to the hours that I clock, that I can provide more value in abundance. So in conclusion, choosing your word for the year is a simple but profound act of self-leadership. It can really help you to focus and move the needle for your freelance business when it's kept top of mind and leads you in your actions, helping you to be more intentional. It's about consciously shaping your freelance journey and ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to your desired future. So in conclusion, what's your word? I'd love to see them. Give me some ideas for next year. Please share your word or your phrase in the comments below. And if you found this video to be helpful to you, please like and subscribe It will help the channel, and also please consider sharing it with a freelance friend if you feel like they would benefit. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.